The Volkswagen Tiguan was launched in 2017, and since then it has appealed to a fair amount of premium SUV buyers because of its strong build, its quality interiors and pleasant performance. Well, it's 2020, and to appeal to an even wider audience, the Tiguan is growing. It's going XL. The Tiguan AllSpace that will replace the current Tiguan has 110mm more between the wheels, and it's overall 215mm longer. The additional space means it's now a 7-seater. As far as appearance goes, it's pretty much the same at the front, without the cladding on the lower end. The tail is also similar, with the addition of chrome around the 4 exhausts. The big difference is really on the side, where the proportions have changed and the rear overhang is much larger. So it's not as appealing as the Tiguan was, but it's still a neat and clean overall design. Now, the interior is all familiar and not much has changed, but you can never really tire of the quality on the inside of this car. The soft touch materials, the knobs, the way the levers work, it all just feels really premium. The instrument cluster has got an update. It's all digital now, and you can toggle through various views as well. The seats are firm but comfortable. There's lots and lots of glass area, so visibility is really good. There's a panoramic sunroof that really adds to that. The simple dash and all black interior may not be to everyone's taste, may not be flashy, but it certainly is classy. The middle row is a comfy place to be. The seats are supportive and there's loads of legroom, especially with the seats slid full back. And you even have the option to adjust the backrest angle, but the way to do that is via a rather flimsy tag. You can squeeze in a middle passenger, though the seat is best for 2. There are fold-out trays and a 12-volt charging socket at the back, but no sunscreens for the large rear windows. The panoramic roof extends all the way over to the middle row. So what's the third row like? Well, let's check it out. Now, getting in, is a bit of a squeeze, even for someone as small as me, and I guess I can't push this seat back on my own. So Yash, will you come and help? Can you sit in the seat and push it back so that I get some sense of how good or bad it is? Yep. So when he has the seat all the way back, it's really tight, knees are up, like literally in my chin, and I'm short, so for a tall person it's going to be really tough to squeeze back here. Headroom is also just about enough for me. Anyone taller and they're going to scrape their head at the back. You do have some storage spaces, but yep, this is best for children. And yes, just take it a little bit forward. Okay, you're really going to have to work out a nice compromise with the middle row passenger so that you can make enough room for yourself at the back. This is better. So yes, you can open up a bit of room. You can tuck your feet underneath as well. And yeah, I guess for a short trip, someone my height would be okay here. The 50-50 split third row is best left folded down, and doing so increases the AllSpace's reasonable 230 litres of luggage space to 700 litres. You can additionally fold down the middle row of seats to free up cargo van levels of room. Now, as far as features go, the Tiguan AllSpace is on sale in one fully loaded variant, and the feature list is quite long. Safety kit comprises of 7 airbags, electronic stability control, and anti-slip regulation, while front and rear parking sensors and LED headlights with dynamic cornering function are also standard fit. Comfort features of interest include a full-length panoramic sunroof, 3-zone climate control, leather upholstery, powered driver's seat with memory, powered boot lid, and park assist. Digital dials are a part of the package, and the AllSpace also gets a slick 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay and MirrorLink support. Now, while the interiors and exteriors may have got a little nip and tuck and some plastic surgery, the heart has a full transplant. It's now powered by a 2-litre turbocharged direct injection TSI petrol engine that puts out 190 HP at 4,200 RPM and 320 Nm of torque that comes in at 1,500 RPM. The power is channeled to all 4 wheels via a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. Yes, it is a petrol, And if you like the pulling power of a diesel, you might miss that over here. The power really comes in after about 2000 RPM. And then you ride this nice wave of torque right up to the 6000 RPM mark. But the action is really focused higher up in the rev band. The quick shifting gearbox ensures that you stay in the meaty part of the power band, so you'll find that progress is always easy. It will drop 2 or even 3 gears down when you demand a sudden burst of power to ensure it's easily delivered. However, the gearbox is a bit too eager sometimes, snapping into a higher gear. However, downshifts come with a nice blip of the throttle, and there are different modes, of which sports gets you the most fun factor. There are paddles too when you want an extra bit of spirited driving. It is a smooth engine, but as you press on, it gets a sportier snarl. So this petrol ticks off the right boxes, and it has a pretty impressive 8.8 seconds 0 to 100. Now, while performance is involving, sadly the steering feel doesn't keep up. It feels a little inert. You can adjust it to an individual setting and get it to weigh up a little more via the settings, but it still just doesn't match up to what we'd like. It's a bit of a shame because with the tough build and the good performance, you kind of expect the steering to be more involving. Overall handling, however, is good with grip at all times, but it's not as keen as the smaller Tiguan was. What is good though is stability and the planted feel at high speeds. Now, ride quality, though good, is on the firmer side, and over large bumps and potholes, it does get caught out. Like the standard Tiguan, the AllSpace also gets off-road mode selectable via a dial that controls the engine, steering, all-wheel drive and electronic settings. Hill descent control is also included. Now, we didn't do a fuel efficiency run, but the Tiguan AllSpace's own dial showed me that I had a fuel efficiency of about 6.2 on my run, which was predominantly highway. So you can expect that to fall further in city traffic. Now, as it's grown in size, so has the price. It's approximately 2 lakhs more for the Tiguan AllSpace. Now, it's not the largest SUV, it's not the best 7-seater around, and it only comes with a petrol option. So that might dissuade a few buyers. But it has a lot of strengths too. It's got a healthy dose of performance. It's got really premium interiors that come wrapped in a strong build. So if that's what you're looking for, then the Tiguan AllSpace is it. And if you're looking to buy one, better rush out and get one soon because it's a limited run import.